Hi, this is Stephen Childs, TeamFairness.com. I'm going to make a case that theistic religion harms people by its very nature. When you have the belief told to you that, well, first of all, if you refuse to believe this, they might kill you or tell you that you will burn in hell for not believing that this God that has all power created everything, including you, and has all power over you. And then you get a puppy. You're a child. You have a puppy that's your puppy dog, and you love your puppy dog, and it gets ran over by a car, and they tell you that God's will was that your puppy dog got ran over by a car. That's very harmful. If this is not true, it needs to be stopped. We should not be telling children that there's a God that loves them and also runs over their puppy. So how do we find out if it's true or not? Maybe we can't. But there are other beliefs of an all-powerful God that is not a theistic God. It's not someone else out there that makes decisions on what's going to happen next. That has all will, and God's will is everything that's going to happen from now and evermore. So there's a belief from science, or a possible explanation. It's called superdeterminism. And when reality gets created, it's created from the very beginning to the very end at the same time. So it's already been created. By what? What created it? It's self-created. So in the Sikh religion, they have the belief that the divine, what we see as being sacred, and as what we see as being our path to a better future, to the life that we should be living. And that it's oneness. It's that everything is one thing. And that's like science's view that everything is non-local. It's one thing. They're saying the same thing. So science, from evidence, is pointing toward the same understanding that the Sikh religion has been teaching for 500 years. There are others that teach the same thing, and it's non-dualism. And nowadays you have people talking. If you Google the definition for non-dualism, it'll tell you that it's a belief that consciousness is everything from the very beginning. No, it's not consciousness. According to what we can see from science, there was not consciousness in the beginning. It had all power, but there was no consciousness. But there was superdeterminism. This is what the evidence is showing us. The laws of physics were there in the very beginning. So then, what does the law of physics point us toward? Points us toward non-locality. It's the same as non-dual, but it doesn't have to have consciousness in the first place. Consciousness might have evolved from single-cell organisms. So then, because of non-locality, as soon as there's a brain that creates consciousness, it's universal. The brain is instantly universal. We don't experience what the brain does. We experience what the brain creates. That's all we experience. The brain creates all of our experience. And I'm by body and brain together, not just brain, but body, the whole organism, your whole self creates your experience. Your brain, your heart, the poetic center of love, this can be located in the brain. So we know from MRIs that the brain has centers in it, locations in it that have more activity in them according to what you're feeling and so forth. So, when you have a belief that things are determined because of the way things are, and we can't really explain why that is. Maybe we don't ever know why. We can figure out more. How is it that way? How is it that things are super determined? How can we possibly explain this as an object that is super determined? It's called a block universe, so that all the now moments are stacked up together from now till the end of time into a block, like layer upon layer, like sheets of paper, making the complete block. And the last page is the end of time or whatever, or the end of this we don't even know what word to use. Maybe there's an infinite number and the blocks are already going on. They don't ever end. There's always another page. That's another possibility. So we don't understand all this. I mean, we've only learned about equations for gravity recently. We thought the Earth was a flat place with a dome over it that held the stars up, and that's all there was. And now look what is being shown to us from evidence. There are billions of galaxies with billions of stars in each one. We can't even comprehend how much is here. So it doesn't matter what you believe, but if you have beliefs that harm people, you really need to stop a minute and think about it. Choose a belief that does not harm people. Thank you.